All right, so now that you're inside Plus This, we're going to add a couple of features that are going to enhance what we're doing inside of Infusionsoft for this particular campaign. Okay, so we're going to click on Add Feature. The two that we're going to be dealing with, there are two different types. There's actually three that we're going to be setting up, but the two different types that we're going to be dealing with are the first one is called What's the Date. So we're going to click on What's the Date.
All right, hey, sorry to cut you off. So the reason we're doing this is because what Plus This is going to do is this going to make the scarcity real. So right now, what we want to do is in your campaigns, right here, get out of the way. There we go. In your campaigns, right here, when they see videos number 2 and 3, what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the date that your stuff goes live. So the first thing we're going to do in Plus This is we're going to figure out what that date is, and that's going to be, in this campaign structure that we built from you or for you, that's going to be today plus 3. So they've just clicked video number 1, and we're going to wait a day. We're going to send them video number 2, so that's today plus 1. We're going to send them video number 3, that's today plus 2. And then tomorrow, we're waiting 1 day. Tomorrow, we're going to show them it's going to be live. So in these emails, it's going to say, hey, we go live on X date. Well, Plus This is going to actually make that date show up, right? So
the way we're going to do that is by telling Plus This to take the date when the feature is used, which again is going to be this date right here, right? So at the very beginning, it's the day that they click video 1. And then we're going to add those 3 days like Frank just talked about, right? Today plus 3 days. Now what we're going to do is in Infusionsoft, there are fields where you can store custom information. And so we're going to add a new date field where we can store this information, okay? So we're going to add this in here. We're going to call this auto launch countdown cart open, okay? And then we're going to create that field. Now what we're doing here is kind of a cool thing that Plus This has done. We're actually creating that custom field in Infusionsoft from Plus This, so we don't have to jump back around and do a bunch of crazy stuff that way. So we're going to save that. Now what we also need to do, not only calculate that date, but we need to turn that into a date that you would actually merge into an email, okay? So first we're going to pick a field. Now we don't actually have that field set up yet, so we're going to add a new text field. And we're going to name it a certain way because of the way that we've set these campaigns up, okay? And we're going to name it like this: cart open formatted, okay? So we name it that way. That'll make the fields all work in the emails that we've set up, okay? So we'll save this, finish. Now all we have to do is give it a name. We're going to call this calculate cart open date, okay? Once we click add feature, Plus This is going to give us a URL. All we have to do is click on this, it'll copy it, and we're going to go back to Infusionsoft. We're going to go into the HTTP post that we were talking about before. This is calculating the cart open date. And all we have to do is drop that URL that we pulled out of Plus This as soon as, right here where it says Plus This URL goes here. Right? So paste that there, mark it as ready, and we're done.
now what we've just done is we have copied and pasted, but the art of copying and pasting and doing that little stuff where we typed one thing and named a field and Plus This is going to make the date that your stuff opens magically appear right here and right here in those emails. So what makes product launches work? Where it says, hey, we're going live on X date. Well, now it's going to insert X date there. So while that seemed technical and weird, we're done. That's all you had to do with it. So we never have to think about Plus This for the cart open date again. The only thing we have to think of it for now is the cart close date.
Yes.
It is the same simple process that we just did.
Yep. And in fact, it makes it kind of nice too. Plus This does this cool thing where you can just add that same feature again. So because we're here, we just added a what's the date field or feature. We're going to click add this feature again.
You won't see that, by the way. He's got 2 accounts because he's fancy. So you'll just come straight here.
Exactly. And same thing, but now we're calculating the close date, which is the open date plus 4 days. So altogether, it's today plus 7 days. Right, so today plus 7 days.
Yeah. So if you follow our campaign structure that we built for you exactly, just know that it's today plus 7. If you want to alter it, you're going to have to make it a different number of days. My recommendation is not to alter it. Follow our architecture exactly, and life will be very easy and smooth. So now, what do we go in here for the store the date in which field?
All right, so what we're going to do is, in the same way, we're going to first add a field to store that date. So we'll just add this field here. We're going to do auto launch cart closed date, and we're going to type correctly. All right, so once we've got that in there, we'll create that field using the magic of plus this. And then we're going to go to the date format options. We're going to create a new text field here. And what we're going to type here is going to be countdown expiration humanized. Okay?
It has to be that.
Yep, countdown expiration humanized, and that will automatically connect with all of the merge fields that we've put into your emails already.
So then you don't have to do anything weird.
Yeah.
So click on create field.
Exactly. We'll create that
I mean,
field.
you could do something weird if you wanted to. We're not against doing weird things. What you do on your time is your business.
True.
Really. Yeah. So feel free to be as weird as you want. Yeah.
That's true. Although maybe around us, tone it down.
Yeah.
Maybe a little
especially toning down around me.
Yeah, because Frank's super straight laced.
Yeah.
And then again, I didn't mention this before, but when you're setting these up and formatting the date in the text field, how you want it to look, you actually have some options of how you want the date to be formatted. So anyway, that's just something to keep in mind. Now
I'd take the year out. I'd format it as February 16th.
You heard it from the man. February 16th. Take
Boom.
the year out. Okay. Now we're going to give this a name, which is going to be calculate cart closed date. And then we're going to do the same thing that we did before. Add feature, copy just by clicking on this link. We'll go back into Infusionsoft.
Now this is twice people have had to cut and paste.
This is a lot of stuff we're asking you to do.
Yeah.
So again, back into this HTTP post. We're going to drop this feature URL
Like it's hot.
like, in fact, it is hot.
Yeah.
Because it is. You may find actually that your mouse or your trackpad or something will get
That's
hot.
causing you to rapidly drop the URL.
Exactly.
There you go.
Okay, then we'll mark that as ready.
That was exhausting.
That was extremely exhausting. There is one more thing we're going to do with plus this, but we're going to do that in the next video. Talking about some cool link features that we're going to be doing with some tags in the actual countdown sequence. But we've just gone through how to set up and calculate those dates so that we can merge them into the emails.
And what this is doing is just making the actual date appear in your email, which causes genuine, actual, legitimate scarcity, which drives the power of the entire auto launcher funnel. Okay, we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.